All right, not sure what happened, but I'm going to click mute all. Sorry, guys. All right. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, somebody muted me. Sorry
I was
about
gonna
that.
say he
What?
muted you.
What is going on? Everybody else is unmuted, but I'm muted. Weird. Okay. Alrighty. So, let me turn on my video now. I don't know why video was turned on. That's a lot going on here. All right. Hello, hello. And then where's Janice? Add a spotlight. There you are. Is Chris on here? Let me see. I don't see him. Chris, if you show up, yeah, I'm trying to spotlight you. All right. So, hello. Happy Power Wednesday, everybody. Today, I hope you guys are having a great winter. Um, Janice and I just had, and Janice, I'd love for you to talk about it, but we had some amazing events since last week. Um, Janice and I split up the country. Chris held down the fort in Texas and did a lot of our meetings and stuff and was uh, doing so much. And Janice and I split up and went opposite directions. Janice went to Miami. I went to Mississauga, Canada, or Mississauga, Canada, which is the opposite direction, the exact opposite experience, weather-wise for sure. It was, I think, it got down to like -27 while I was there. And I called Janice. She goes, "Yeah, I'm at the pool."
Mhm.
So it was different, but I'm glad.
It was a
Uh,
heated pool.
yes, but it was also 80 degrees, so it didn't need to be heated. But tell us about what you were doing there and what happened.
Absolutely. So we went down to Miami for Fire and Ice, NAREP event, and it was a wonderful event. Epic has launched our Epic and Espanol committee, and we're trying to get more involved in the Hispanic community. And it was just a great time to get to know people. And we had so much support from our agents. I was very much overwhelmed. I think we had only gotten 30 tickets because we were a title sponsor for it. But I mean, there was just an enormous amount of agents that came and responded. And the cool thing about it is we have Jaylee, and she's part of the board. And anytime anybody said Epic, the whole place like lost its spine because there were so many of us there. So we really did have a good representation. And in fact, I spoke with the president, the incoming president, and she was just telling me how wonderful Epic is. She said, usually people come to me and they talk about why they don't like their brokerage and ask if we know of another brokerage they can go. She's like, Epic people, all they talk about is how happy they are and how much they love it there. It was just a wonderful experience. So
Yeah, I heard that. I heard you say that LaShawn's speech was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. So it was not only LaShawn, it was LaShawn and Anika. And I know that they were a little nervous to get on stage, right? Because, they usually don't have to do those things, but they did such a good job. It was very moving and motivational. And we go to events all the time. A lot of times when you go to these events, you see someone get on stage and they're very boring. It's not very passionate. They're really just trying to sell you something. It was a complete opposite. Like they had people in tears in the audience when they were speaking. So it was very beautiful to watch. I'm
And
glad I pushed them.
oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for participating. So that was NAREP. I saw some of the videos. They looked awesome. Toronto was great. So it's the Buzz Conference in Canada. And well, it wasn't Toronto, it's Mississauga. But it's close enough. And it was great. We had a lot of people coming to our booth, got on stage and spoke about AI, the future of real estate and all that jazz. It went great. And then we drove. So it was me and Jill and Lisa Perkins, and we drove. It was about 4 to 5 hours to drive to Detroit. So we drove to Detroit. That was fun, interesting, and thank you, Jill, for driving. We it was very safe. We only almost died twice. It was good, but it wasn't Jill's fault. It was just crazy Canadian drivers. So we so we had a lot of fun in Detroit. The event there was absolutely amazing, and there was a lot of people involved. Of course, I want to thank Bobby. I want to thank Jill, who took the stage with me a lot of time and helped as well. And everybody from Franny to Sandra Wood, and who helped with all the planning and stuff, to all the speakers, like all the brokers, the Midwest brokers got up there, and it was just so inspiring. Mike Blake spoke. Justin Graham's when he was talking was pretty inspiring too. Cody Brown, I took so many notes in your meeting, Cody. It was good. And so, but there was just so many great speakers, and it was like just a beautiful event. It was so cool. It was like they do a lot of concerts there, and in the back they had all the photographs of everybody that had performed there, and it was everybody from like comedians, like stand-up comedians, to like famous singers, everybody from like Diana Ross to Eminem. Like it was a really cool place, and it was like 3 stories tall. It was really, really, really cool. So, thanks for having me. I am. The other regionals, you guys have a pretty high bar now. The first Power Summit ever, Detroit was the best. It was just so amazing, and so thank you guys everybody who planned it and put it on. And I got to hang out a lot with our peeps, so it was a lot of fun. So it was great running into you guys and seeing everybody there. But I'm excited about the other regions. We have other regions that will happen this year, so I can't wait to
Our
attend.
next will be LaShawn's region, and that will be in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's going to be April 13th. So, so excited. So excited.
Okay. Well, I need to put that on my calendar. So, April 13th.
Everybody write it. Everybody write it in. April 13th.
Yes. And somebody said maybe next time do it in the spring. For sure, Bobby. Gonna
He
need
said
you to
no.
figure it
I talked to him today. He said, no, no, we got to keep it at the same time. So, but he'll be having another one. So he'll have another one, I think, in September. So we have more than one.
out. Okay. I made a pact
Kind
for
of cool.
myself. I don't think I can do it. I don't know. It was very, very cold. And so it's okay. It's fine. Whatever. We'll work it out. But if the
I
spring can
thought I could.
happen, huh?
I thought I could do it. I was prepared to go to Michigan. I had all of my thermals and all of my good things, right? I was super prepared to do it. And then Josh said, no, we're going to divide it up. You go with our 2 regionals in the South and I'll go in the North. But when we were leaving Florida, we started hitting some cold weather. It got down to 33 and I about lost my mind. I'm like, I cannot imagine what these people in Michigan are feeling. Because I mean, I'm not even a person that gets cold that easy, but once you get cold, it's hard not to be cold. So it was miserable at 33.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's not about that miserable because you can just stay inside, and dress warm, in between. But it's the driving. So it's your whole family driving through the Ozarks. Probably not a good idea during a polar vortex and snowstorms along the way. So it was better for you guys to head that way and go south for sure. Me, I was in a plane, so just flew right over most of that. But it was still very cold where we were. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. And I know there was a lot of snow in places like North Carolina. It was bad. It was bad. It's a bad winter. That's all right. Anywho, all right. But I'm excited about April. Somebody said, what's in Georgia? It is what Janice just announced, which is LaShawn is doing their regional power summit in Atlanta in April. So more details to come. I'm excited about it. And then I have in my notes here that so Janice, Chris, and I are putting together our tour of the year. We're doing that next week. So we are doing our tour um, where we are like we did last year. Last year we went to 18 cities, no days off. It was intense. It's like RV style, right? Driving around, going to events. It's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year. So we don't know where we're going and we don't know what we're doing. And there'll be a lot of advice in the chat, I'm sure, of like come to my city, or you come to my city. We don't know. So we'll have to see. It'll be different than we did last year. But there's a lot of places we haven't yet seen. And so yeah, the problem with being a big national company is that there's just not enough time to see every city. So if we took all year, the whole year, we wouldn't be able to see every city. So we're going to do our best to see as many of you guys as possible. We'll try to match last year and do 18 cities. But we're planning it next week. We're also planning every event that we're going to as well. I think last year I did 37 trips for Epic. So yeah, so it'll be a thing.
Just 37. That was all.
Just 37 out of 52 weeks, some of them back to back. I know we have some back-to-back stuff coming up now. So we have shareholders coming up. And so shareholders is coming up, and that is the third, the fourth, the fifth. So let me tell you what that means, though. That doesn't mean that we're doing speakers all day, every day. So the third is when everybody comes in, because we start early in the morning on the fourth. So I think that we're probably doing a welcome situation,
Yeah.
we are, okay, perfect. So we're doing like a welcome thing on the third. The fourth is the speakers all day. right? The fifth is not going to be speakers. The fifth is going to be networking opportunities. So every group, like some of the different groups, are going to break off and go do things together around Houston. So some people I think are like trying to go to the rodeo, and some people are going to like a cocktail thing, and some people are going here and there. And so it would be an opportunity to go to one of those things. So we're going to put together a thing of events that you can attend on the 5th. And so you can kind of choose or pick and choose what you want to go to. All right. So it's not going to be the same thing as the 4th. We're all in the same room and we're all listening to speakers and that kind of stuff. It's going to be different and kind of more networky. So yeah. So that's the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th. Immediately after that, we are traveling straight from that event to the Oklahoma event, which I'm very excited about. Last year, they had me doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, I think I was running with balloon between my knees. They had me in crazy costumes. It was
Jail.
nuts. Do what?
You were put in jail.
I was no, that was the other event. Was that where I was putting? I don't
No,
know.
that oh, you or Chris got put in jail. I saw somebody in jail.
Oh no, I think that was a different event though. I'm talking about two different events here. But yes, we were put in jail to raise money for something. I don't know. I had to keep getting people to bail me out. It was like $1 to bail you out or something. So, and then they just kept putting $1 to put you in jail or something. And so people just kept putting me in jail over and over. I think because they didn't want to lose the games because I was killing it and crushing it at all the games. And so Chris, every time he would lose, would spend $1 to put me in jail every single time because he was afraid of losing. That's okay, no big deal. So we still won. All right, so we're really excited about it. All right, Jess, there was another announcement we were going to make about something going to Epic Cares. What was it?
Oh, yeah. So we are going to be having a raffle to raise money for Epic Cares. So more information to come.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so it's that's going to be at shareholders,
It's
right?
going to be at shareholders, and there's going to be things that you can win. So one of the things that I'm throwing out is I would love to auction off Joshua. I
Why do you
think
keep trying to auction me off?
I think, at dinner with this cute guy right here is a great thing to auction off. So Chris is also a cutie out there. We can auction him off, but it's for a good cause, right? It's for Epic Cares. It's to help the people that we love in different areas. So I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do at shareholders. Have a auction.
Why am I picturing that scene from White Chicks where he's being auctioned off? You know, like I don't know. Okay, auction off. So at dinner, or are people just gonna just auction me off for whatever? Like I'm cleaning their car or whatever.
When we were kids, Josh and I wanted to go to summer camp. And in order to go to summer camp, you had to participate in all these different activities. One of them was an auction. So Josh and I were being auctioned off together, and we went for high bid. It was the highest bid ever because Josh was there, and the little girl that wanted us, she told her mom bid high. So I want to repeat that. I'm gonna see how much we can get for Joshua.
Okay. Well, all the money will go to Epic Cares. I'm fine to help. I don't care. It's fine. You can have me. I'll clean somebody's house or do whatever too. It didn't matter. It could be a dinner. It could be something productive. I don't care. It's fine. It's for a good cause. So, and then Epic Cares, how far are we along on the 503c?
That's something that Christopher's team is working on. So we're moving. We provided some information. So very close.
Perfect. So Epic Cares and Nemo are becoming 503c nonprofit charities. That will enable us to do a lot more stuff. It'll enable you to get tax breaks for donating to it, which is cool. Same for us. We donate to Epic Cares. It'll also allow Epic Cares to get money outside of Epic, which would be kind of cool. To kind of push for that as well, and for us to help in a little bit better ways. So yeah, and not have to pay all the taxes because right now we're paying taxes on all of that. So it does help. So that means more money to actually do really cool stuff. And 100% of all the money from Epic Cares and Nemo goes to the agents, and the company matches every dollar that you guys donate as well. So it's just really cool. So I love building that up. So yeah, it's great. He's great at picking up trash. I've seen it.
Oh,
Thanks, Tyler. Oh yeah, that was the Christmas party. Yeah, I was cleaning up. Well, when it was dirty, it needed to be cleaned up. No big deal.
everybody
All
wash
right.
their cars. Everybody wants their car washed. So
We have the free car wash thing. I don't know why I should be washing cars. We already provide that one, you know? So, but if there's other things, it's fine. So all right. Well, I do want to really quickly share my screen and play this Epic Live video, which is really awesome. So, all right, let me do share my desktop. Sure. All right. Here we go. Oh, wait. I gotta stop sharing. I didn't choose I didn't choose sound. Caught myself. You used to automatically do it. Now you gotta choose it.
You do.
It's so stupid. Share. All right. Here we go.
Of the 94 benefits that we have, what is your favorite Epic benefit?
So I really love the area leader program. Like I'm an area leader, and now we have state leaders, and I'm loving that. I'm loving having a state leader. So before we got on, I was helping a local agent,
Yeah.
who is a good agent, and she's had some mentorship before. She's really responding to me and like listening and following, like learning to the build the paperwork, the procedures. And so she's counting on me now to like help me make sure I get paid on time. And so great. But I loved it. Let's get on a Zoom. Let me help you. She's like, okay, now put that here, but then make sure you do this. And I was looking at her SkySlope just now and looking at her email addresses. I'm like, why do you have so many email addresses? And so she started explaining some things that I didn't know about. She works with juvenile detention kids, teenagers that are in juvenile detention. And I didn't know that. And she said, I was in juvenile detention when I was a teenager. And now I am going in every week and mentoring these teenagers, helping them kind of make better choices. And I'm also working with parents, and I do it every week. And she's like, I love it. This is a passion of mine. And I didn't even know that about her. And so it's so rewarding actually to work with some of these agents and help them with the basics of real estate and building a business, and dealing with an agent like that who is teachable and wants to learn how to do better. Even though she's done several deals before me, before Epic, she is listening, and she's sharing some of herself with me and is vulnerable. So I love that we can be here as area leaders, boots on the ground, and connect with these agents, and that we can be a support for them locally. I just think it's the huge game changer. It really sets us apart.
Yes.
There's nothing like that anywhere else.
I love it. I love it. I agree 100%. Area leader was the first reason why I came over as well, because I love and I recognize that agents need community. Agents need partners. Agents need support, and we offer all of that. So awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sylvia, for being my guest today, and I will see you on the inside.
All right. Thank you for that video. That was a great video. I totally agree. I saw Janice smile when we started talking about the area leader program. Janice is our first area leader and helped develop our area leader program from scratch. There's nothing like it in the country. I mean, there's some mentorship programs where the agents, watch a recorded video and take a quiz, and all of a sudden they're mentors, but then they're taking 20% of the commission from the agents. And it doesn't necessarily create local community either. And it's just not the same. It just isn't the same. And when we started talking about this in the very beginning, the issue that we ran into was we were all agents, right? And we had felt like we were on an island. So if you've ever felt like you were on an island as an agent where your coach and mentor was Google or now ChatGPT, and you didn't have any support. Your broker was there, but only if you had a problem. It's like, oh, let me know if you need something, and like then you don't want to be the squeaky wheel either. And so you just didn't have any support at all. The Area Leader program is designed to identify leaders. There's a lot of great leadership in our industry. Identify leaders and pair them with people who they can help. And so it is this idea of creating local culture and creating kind of one-on-one help for everyone that you don't have to pay extra for, which is huge. Do you want to add to that, Janice?
It's absolutely my passion. My heart is probably the favorite thing. My favorite thing about Epic is our area leader program. And these events that you guys see happening, like the regional event with Bobby, that was our area leaders that put that together. It was our regional area leaders. So a lot of the things that you guys see, the things that we add on are because of recommendations from our area leaders. They really are just a strong backbone of our company. And right now, Jill and I are working on a manual or a book, because our vision is not just to keep that within Epic, the area leader program. We want people to understand what it's about and why we do it. maybe other people start replicating it. I mean, we don't want to give them every key to the kingdom, but how wonderful it would be if all real estate agents had someone like that, that wasn't just there for 3 deals or for a year, but was there to help them in their career. So just motivating other people to take this on, because our goal in Epic is not just to build the biggest brokerage, it is to impact the industry and cause change. So we don't want to hide all these wonderful things that we have. We want other people to be able to see it. And then also, as we're going international, we're going to have to share those that information with other countries, like how we built it and why we did it, why it's so important.
Absolutely. So if somebody wants to be an area leader, what do they do?
We have a pre-leader program that we designed to help identify agents that are looking to be an area leader. So there is a place inside of the Power Portal where you can apply to join this program. Once you join the program, you go through, they give you the following steps. We used to have an interview process with someone would interview, but we found it was much better to show them what it was really about, because it's kind of hard to explain how intense and how much work is actually involved to a person. So they would sign on for something, they would get into it, and then some people would love it and other people like, no, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. So allowing them to go to pre-leader and understand the ins and outs and the requirements and what we're desiring to have happen has been the most effective for us so far. So we have 100 pre-leaders right now, a little over 100 that are taking our pre-leader classes, our second edition. We will have a graduation coming up pretty soon for the pre-leaders who have completed the program and who have now become area leaders, and they're actually going to have the opportunity to wear a cap, a gown, and do a walk. So that's going to be exciting for them. And that will be at one of our events.
I love that. Jill said they're getting it re-uploaded to the portals, might not be ready just yet. Maybe not today. There's new stuff
Well,
to
no,
add.
pre-leader just started. So we're in, I think, week 2 or 3. So it just started again. So we'll have another sign up. We do it like every 8 weeks or so. But if you are interested in it, I would say reach out to either your state leader or your regional area leader, and they can give you more information.
Nice. Where's it located? Online. So once you set up for it, you'll be invited into it. So yeah. And it's great. It's an amazing program. So thank you for everybody, the content team, everybody who's put everything together for it. It's just it's absolutely amazing.
Agents are finding purpose, because a lot of agents get to the point where they've been selling real estate for a while and now they want to give back. This is a perfect opportunity for them to be able to give back and serve their purpose, and then those newer agents to learn.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for sending that over, Dawn, and doing these epic live things. Thank you, Sylvia, for giving your perspective. Janice, thank you for everything you do with the Area Leader Program. It is really the heart and soul of our company for sure, 100%. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now, I would like to, if I can, welcome the people who have joined, and I have to pull that up because I had it up and then I closed it. All right. So I closed it to clear off my screen. So when I shared it, you guys weren't looking at a billion things. But so we're talking about the people who have joined since last Wednesday, which was the 28th. So if I call your name, welcome to Epic. This is a crazy big year. You're literally joining at just the right time. This is the year we are trying to go public. This is the year where we're introducing so many new cool programs and divisions. Divisions are opening and being finalized right now. We have so much to announce at shareholders of PowerCon this year that's absolutely insane. I don't even know how we're going to have time to announce everything we're announcing. But welcome to our fun family startup. It's awesome. But if I mess up your name, I'm really sorry. I'm going to fly through them really quickly. Okay, so welcome to Brian Cuff, Adam Schwartz, Chanel Mitchell, Catherine Cole, Ryan Jones, Jake Mendoza, Devin Lewis, Thomas Medforth, Richard Perkins, Eric Chambers, Darren Block, Dennis Rutowski, Daniel Nanny, Jared Nelson, Stephanie Purcell, Laura Miller, no relation. Hi, Laura. Jared Priest, Michael James Jr., Donald Silverberg, Henry Hoof, Rebecca Jones, Joshua Tim, Jeffrey Weldon, Jessica Armstrong, Lawrence Wilson, Caitlin Reardon, Layla Mag Mangmoradeth. Got it. Mia Kelly, Joseph Kuvillian, Henry Pagliusa. Um, yes, and then Pina Pagliusa, Lindsay Lundberg, Bradley Barrett, Jasmine Omen, Christopher Hamill, Norbert Fisher, Kendra Walter, Emily Mangmoradeth, Missy Grantham, Andrew Quepa, Brianna Nava, David Villegas, and Shelby Howard. Welcome, guys. Sorry if I totally just ruined your name there. I tried. I know that whenever we had Dwayne Pano do Power Wednesday a few weeks ago, he texted me. He's like, "Those names are no joke, man. Like it's not as easy." I'm like, I know it's not. But welcome. And then I wanted to say do the happy birthday as well. I think we have a. Do you want to do a video, Janice, or do you want to just say them?
No, there was a video that was sent over.
There's a video? Okay.
Two
I
videos.
believe there was. You are correct.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to play it then. I shall do that.
Thank you.
I don't know if we'll keep doing videos, but we'll see how it goes this one week. Is it playing the song or no?
It is.
It
Yeah.
is? Okay. Sorry. All right. So that was cool. All right. I hadn't seen the video yet. So and then birthdays, I'm gonna play that really quick. All right. Okay. Well, happy birthday, happy anniversary. You guys can't believe how many 2 year anniversaries there were. That was awesome. That was amazing. I also want to say um happy well, this is concerning. Happy birthday to Jesse as well. If you guys don't know, Jesse is our director of technology. He's also our brother, and today is his 40th birthday. So yeah, happy birthday, man. That's
He's
awesome.
a baby too, so oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, sorry you couldn't hear the music. So he said, I don't hear the song. You're okay, Adrian. It was just like some
Some
random.
dingy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a ding dong ding kind of sound. You're good. But anyway, happy birthday, happy anniversary, everybody. All right. So, moving on. There are things to talk about. Chance, I won't keep you spotlighted if you don't want to be spotlighted. You can add yourself if you do, though. Okay. So we talked about shareholders is coming up. I talked a little bit about what that is going to be like. So if you want to register for shareholders, you still can. It's epicshareholders.com. I know people are saying like, oh, I don't know where to go. Epicshareholders.com. That's what it'll always be. You get there and register. We are doing some what we did last year. Last year was our first shareholders event, and was that last year? Yes. And it was awesome. And we did this really cool thing where we allowed agents to buy shares. And that was really important for us to do because it was our first shareholders. We want to do something awesome for our agents, and it's about shareholders. So we thought we'll let them buy shares. But also, we do have agents reach out to us who don't have the opportunity to buy a lot of shares because they maybe they are not productive because they're brokers or they're area leaders or they're team leaders. And so they just don't have a lot of opportunity to buy shares in their commissions because they're focused on being a leader, right? And so so we opened it up for people to buy shares before shareholders. And we are going to do that again this year. I don't know exactly how many. I know I've gotten some emails of people asking, but I don't know yet. I'll know by the end of this week. But we are not just opening up to buy as many shares as you want. There is a limit. Last year we did it based on the number of orphan shares that we had already set aside. And so that's probably what we'll do this year. Orphan shares. Those are shares where somebody has left and kind of given up their shares. And so we did that last time, and we'll probably do the same this year. But I don't know what all the caps will be or like the limits for each person and all that jazz. But I do know this that we are limiting it to people who are registered to go to shareholders. So if you are registered to go to shareholders, you will get it. And we will send you an email with a link to go buy it, but it's just for those who are attending the shareholders event. So that's that. And so that's probably will be the last time we'll be able to do this. I know we talked about it. It's like, do we want to do this again? It's like, well, once we're publicly traded, we are not really going to have the same opportunity to kind of just put, shares out there, whatever. So this might be the last time we do this. But it is exciting to do, and I know a lot of you guys are very excited about the company and us going public. So it's exciting for those who are into it. It's there. If you're not into it, don't worry about it. All right, but you will have to be an attendee for shareholders in order to purchase them. All right, so that will be sent as an email soon, probably this week. So look for it in your email sometime by Friday. Okay. So then as far as going public, I usually get asked about this a lot. Like, is there a valuation still happening? Absolutely. There's two valuations. There's a kind of a standard valuation, then a 409A valuation still happening. We're waiting for our audited financials to be completed. That can take some time. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing that link. Try it again though, because you spelled shareholders wrong. You spelled shareholders.
Harolders.
Heralders. Yeah. Um, dang. No, it still says Heralders. All right. So, don't click on that. I don't know what that is.
Fingers.
Yes. Um, Anywho, so yes, we are still going public. The publicly traded company will be called Epic X, which will be our holding company. Epic X will actually own all of the technology that we develop for Epic Realty and for other companies that we are looking at starting, and also companies that we are looking at acquiring. So I can't really talk about all of that yet. But there are a lot of things happening with Epic. Epic's going to be a much bigger company than you could possibly imagine very soon. So I'm looking forward to all of that and having bigger announcements at shareholders, PowerCon, and throughout the year. So I do want to mention Epic Essentials training. If you're not aware of Epic Essentials is our daily live training. And so there's so much that goes into it and so many amazing speakers. And so definitely make sure that you guys are attending that. You can find out more about it on Epic Cloud Agent Portal. And I'm sure that somebody will share the link to the Epic Essentials calendar in the chat. I would appreciate it if you guys did. But it happens, pretty much every day, Monday through Friday, at epicessentials.io. And I want to thank everybody involved in that. Dawn, I want to thank Sylvia Dana, just everybody who's doing it. Jason Lash is speaking of how to buy leads this Friday. That's a great source. So Jason Lash is amazing. So definitely go check him out. It was good to see you too, buddy, in Detroit. So anyway, so Epic Essentials training, make sure you attend it. Every day is something new. So go check it out. I do want to talk about the difference between some of these events because I feel like people get confused. I've heard a lot of people saying, well, should I attend shareholders or PowerCon? or should I attend? What should I, or both, what should I do? And what the difference is. In fact, I've had to explain this internally a couple of times. So, um, shareholders and PowerCon are two totally different events. So, shareholders is traditionally a shareholders conference or event, like back in the day, would have been a place for people who own stock in a company, own shares, to come and vote on things and to learn about, where the company is financially. And so we're not a publicly traded company yet, so we're not required to do those kind of things, but we are kind of getting in the groove of it. But essentially, what a shareholders event has become a lot of things, but it's become a place for you to learn more about the company. And it is really geared towards the financials of the company. It is not like PowerCon. PowerCon is an event, it's our biggest event, and it is our event where we talk about the company, yes, but it's where we release new benefits that have nothing to do with what an investor would care about, right? Shareholders, everybody who owns shares, who has bought shares in a company is an investor, right? And so a shareholders event is all about that investment, where the company was, where it is, and where it's going, goals for the new year. If there is a new benefit discussion, it's a benefit that would affect an investor, that would affect the share price of the company, right? Some of the benefits we put out there are not anything an investor would necessarily want to see. An investor's not going to get excited. They weren't necessarily excited about us giving out free car washes. That doesn't really affect the share price like you would think. So that if that were a new benefit, that wouldn't be one that we would announce at a shareholders, be one we'd announce it at PowerCon, right? So PowerCon would also be where you hear from our different groups, like Epic and Espanol and Black Excellence Network and things like that. It would also be where you'd learn about benefits that benefit your daily life, maybe some improvements to our software, things that make your life a little easier, AI that's built in to do that. Where at a shareholders event, if you're learning about AI or software, it would be something that would affect you as an investor, affect the share price of the company, that kind of thing. So I want you to understand that these are very different kinds of events. So you have to gauge what's most important to you. So what are you in for? Some of our agents are very investment minded. Some people came over for the area leader program. Some people came over for the stock and the revenue share and that kind of stuff. So this is a very more specific event, and so as such, it has kind of a different vibe. It's still fun. It's still amazing. We still talk about the company. We still release benefits, but it is all couched around what a shareholders event is supposed to be for. So same with PowerCon. PowerCon is not necessarily a place where we'd want to talk financials. It's not a place where we would add benefits that are really more about increasing the value of the company, increasing the stock price, that kind of stuff. So it's just a different kind of event. So it's where and the leadership event is totally different. It's where we're trying to train the leaders of the industry, right? The next leaders and make everyone a better leader. And all these events share a common theme. It is where we are trying to make our industry better. That is the focus that we took when we started this company. Our mission is to change just the way fundamentally how the industry works, the broker agent relationship. And so all of these events will carry that theme, but they will have a different focus. So if you want to know what the difference between those two, that's the difference. So what you should attend is up to you. I would love you guys to be both. I mean, both of them we make free. A lot of these other places that I've been at, almost every other brokerage, it's minimum $1,000 to go to any of their events. And then sometimes it's an extra $1,500 if you want to meet the CEO, or it's all these crazy things. And then you have to still, on top of that, you still have to pay for your hotel, your flights, any food or anything you want to do. And so we are footing the cost of these events for you guys, so that you can attend both if you want to. So I would love for you guys to attend both. They're both very unique. Shareholders is always in Texas. It bounces around to different place. This year it's in Houston, which I'm very excited about because I live in Houston and I travel a lot. And it'd be nice to stay in town and sleep in my own bed for once. But Houston is a big dynamic city where there's lots to do. I think if you're not from Houston and you live in another part of the country, you might feel how like I felt about going to Detroit. And I went there and I was like, wow, it's not anything like you would think it was. But Houston is one of the largest cities in the country. It has the second largest theater district in the country. It is now the most diverse city in America. It is, it has the biggest medical center in the world. It's just a very different city than you think it's going to be. You may think it's going to be all about oil and gas or all about business and a concrete jungle, and it definitely has that old reputation, but it is nothing like that anymore. It is a very fun, very cool city. There's a million awesome places to eat, to shop, to attend things, and I think the rodeo will be in town. So, if you want to experience a Texas rodeo, it's definitely the place to be for sure. So, but anyway, there's a lot to do here, so I'm excited about that. And then PowerCon will be in New York City. And I believe it'll be at the Palladium Theater, which is right there in Times Square. And so it is very easy to get around. It's easy to get around in the subway. New York City is not the same city you may have remembered from the movies if you haven't been. But the subways are very safe. The city is very safe. It's very clean compared to what it used to be. The city is just is amazing now. So I'm pretty excited about New York City as well. And then leadership is always in Orlando because we like to take people to Disney. Or if I get my way this year, it'll be Epic Universe at Orlando. Janice is shaking her head. No, it doesn't matter what you think. It's gonna be a vote. It doesn't matter. You don't get to decide every year. So, but anyway, so those are the three events and how they differ, so you guys understand what the purpose is for each of those. So just want to throw that out there because I hear that a lot, a lot, a lot. I saw people asking about, saw somebody ask about whether or not other people got rev share in 2025. I sure hope so because we sent out over $10 million in rev share dollars. So I hope you all received it. But last year was huge. We actually found out that we pay more on average per agent in rev share than any other brokerage in the country, which is crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. So the total is really getting up there. I'm hoping that we'll hit over 1 million in one individual month. I believe we will do that this selling season. So I'm sure that we will. So we have some big goals planned for 2026, and I think that our rev share is just going to be astronomical. It's going to be awesome. All right. I also saw people asking about 1099s. So 1099s, if you they're being mailed out, of course they're being mailed. But you can access everything at myepicw9.com. So myepicw9.com. I also asked today for our tech team to buy myepic1099.com. So I'm hoping that happened because people keep getting that confused. But myepicw9.com, and then log in. Make sure you put your personal email address that you gave us when you joined. That is the biggest problem. People putting in their Epic one and not getting this email to log in, or they put in the wrong personal email. So put in the personal email that we have on file that you gave us when you joined. But you should be able to log in, update your information if you've moved, if you see some inconsistencies with some dollar amounts and stuff, reach out to us, let us know. If you have an issue with your 1099, you can easily reach out to 1099 at epicrealty.com. But it's myepicw9.com. So go ahead and do it. If yours was under your Epic email, it means that at some point you updated your email address to be that email. That's fine. But people should have gotten emails about their 1099. There's a login for it, and you should be getting stuff in the mail. But if you're having problems, reach out to 1099 at epicrealty.com or open a support ticket. So that should be that. Okay.